Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are great. This is a spoken English course and you are on the lecture number 16. Today we will be talking about three things. First, you may need some questions to start your conversation. You may need some sentences, or you may also need some phrase structures to initiate the conversation with your friends. For example, here is the first sentence. Hey, you don't look very happy. So you met someone and you instantly observed the attitude or behavior of that person. That person wasn't looking very nice, very well, very happy. And you said, you don't look very happy. You don't look fine. You don't look excited. Maybe there was a result and you saw that the person has just looked at the result and you instantly see a mood swing on his face, and you instantly say, hey, you don't look very happy. Hey, you don't look excited. What happened? What's the result? So this don't look very happy would be connected with another sentence in order to create the context. Hey, you don't look very happy. What's up? What's the matter? That means what's the matter means what's the problem? What's the issue? You may also add the word problem or issue. What's the issue? You don't look very happy. Or if you want to call a name, you would say, Nazish, you don't look very happy. And you are sitting with your fellow and you see or you observe that your fellow is not talking to you. He's continuously silent, and you say, hey, you are very quiet today. You are very silent today. Well, it's quiet, not quite. Quite has different meaning. For example, I'm quite busy. That is quite. But for the word silent, you have to use quiet. Quiet. You're quiet today. You're very quiet today. If you met someone after a long time, you would say, I haven't seen you for ages. That means I have not seen you for a very long time. Where had you been? Or where have you been? Where have you been busy? So where were you actually? You have come here after a long time. So that means I haven't seen you for ages. You can also say, I haven't seen you for ages. How is your family, by the way? So instantly you moved to the next question, how is your family? The first part might not be important for you, but you want to just start the conversation. So this question or this sentence is just to initiate the conversation. Hey, I haven't seen you for ages. Where have you been? How is your family? So the person would probably answer the last question. Well, family is great. Oh yeah, I was busy in a project. I was busy at university. I was busy in a workshop. The next is question. Are you worried about something? Read after me. Speak after me. Are you worried about something? Worried means, are you anxious about something? Are you afraid of something? Are you conscious about something? So you may use different adjectives here. This is adjective. Are you worried about something? Are you happy about something? You must be happy about something. So are you happy or worried or anxious or sad? You can also use sad. Are you sad about something? About something is a prepositional phrase, and it will increase the number of words in a sentence. Look nice. Believe me, I know the solution. That means you are trying to convince someone to express her or his feelings. You want to say, okay, share your problem with me. Believe me, I know the solution. We often use this sentence, I know the solution. I know how to tackle it. I know how to handle the issue. I know how to handle him. So you often use this sentence structure. Believe me is a good sentence or phrase structure. Believe or believe me, that means you believe me. What can I do to help you? That means you are trying to offer your assistance or your services to someone. Maybe somebody texts me and he says, sir, I'm worried about my English. I'm worried about my speaking skills. When I talk to any English speaker, I get confused or I get stuck. I don't know how to connect the words. I don't know how to make sentences, or I don't know how to use the relevant vocabulary. These can be a lot of problems. Then I say, well, what can I do for you? Are you looking for a course? Do you want to watch my YouTube course, watch my videos, or you need a grammar book? What do you want actually? So I'm asking about the service I want to provide, but I'm taking his opinion. What service do you need from me? What can I do to help you? Or what can I do for you? Simple. For you is a prepositional phrase. You might need a lot of PPs, prepositional phrases. PPs, prepositional phrases. For example, I know the solution of it. Of it again, prepositional phrase. What can I do for you? For you is a prepositional phrase. Look at here. What's the best way to learn English? So to learn English, it's a PP. To learn English. Anyways, you may start your conversation with anyone. Just request your friends, your fellows. Look at this whiteboard. You can take a picture. Well, if you have taken the picture, you may use these phrase structures. Just keep them in front of your eyes and talk to your fellows. It will literally help you a lot. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, please share with your friends. Take care. Bye.